Visit faithfullygrowing.com to connect with the Faithfully Growing community, where you can access resources to deepen your parts work journey and join a supportive network for like-minded individuals. For just $9 a month, you'll get access to weekly drop-in Zoom sessions, a growing library of resources, and a weekly email with journaling prompts to support your IFS work. Be sure to sign up for my free guided meditations while you're on the website. These meditations are thoughtfully crafted to help you connect with your inner parts, cultivate self-compassion, and find moments of peace in your day. This podcast is more than meditations and insights. It's a space for connection, healing, and support. Whether you're here for your own journey or helping others on theirs, you make this community and its impact possible. Welcome back to IFS Meditations and Insights. I'm Tim Fortescue, your guide on this journey towards spiritual wholeness and healing through an internal family systems lens. You can reach out at tim@faithfullygrowing.com. Together, we're creating space to explore, accept, and love all parts of ourselves. By doing so, we experience divine connection and live more fully. Let's begin. Today, we're talking about a deeply important topic, honoring our exiled parts. We all have parts of ourselves that we've pushed away, whether out of fear, pain, or shame. But these exiled parts hold stories, emotions, and wisdom that are essential to our healing. Today, we're going to explore how we can welcome them back with compassion. Before I do that, I want to share a personal story with you. There was a time in my life, and I still have to be aware, and sometimes it's a struggle. And you've heard me share that some here, but with feelings of unworthiness. No matter what I accomplish, particularly in the past, there was a voice inside me that said, it's not enough, you're not enough, it's never going to be enough. And I've tried to push it away, to silence it, but the more I've ignored it, the louder it becomes. And so, honestly, within the last 5 years or so, instead of rejecting this voice, and I hope that's an encouragement to some of you who may be trying to grow but are struggling. We all are. But I decided to listen more and to ask questions like, what do you need? And what I discovered changed how I operate and allows me to still have setbacks, but to continue to grow. Because this voice isn't my enemy. It's a younger part of me carrying old wounds, longing for reassurance and love. By acknowledging and welcoming it, I've found a deeper sense of inner peace. And sometimes it's just me integrating small intentional practices to honor this part of myself, like pausing throughout the day to check in, speaking words of kindness, and allowing myself to rest without guilt, or being aware of that part that may put on some guilt, and let it know that it belongs to, but we need to rest, and this little one inside of me needs to be loved. And I've noticed a shift over time. That once critical voice softened, and I can meet this younger one with more understanding and grace. I invite you to take a moment to turn inward. Pause this recording if you need to, but find a quiet space. where you can be present with yourself. Or if you're out on a walk or driving, come back to this section where you can pause. Go ahead and listen to it for now. And ask yourself, which parts of me still feel exiled or neglected? And actually, walking and driving may be a good place for this. Just, don't go to sleep if you're driving. But yeah, which parts of me still feel exiled or neglected? How can I honor and welcome these parts back into my system? What do these parts need from me right now? You don't have to have all the answers right now or today, maybe ever. Just beginning the conversation with yourself is a powerful step toward healing. And try noticing whatever emotions arise without judgment. Just observing and acknowledging their presence. And if this resonates with you, here are a few ways to engage your exiled parts. Journaling. Write a letter to an exiled part of yourself. Let it know you're ready to listen. And if it's helpful too, I have never been able to be consistent with journaling, but I'm finding now if I can just sit down and notice my parts, write them down, not have to make sense of it, hold journaling loosely, I've been able to do it more consistently. Meditation. Visualize yourself in a safe space, welcoming these parts home with warmth and acceptance. Sometimes words aren't enough, so experiment, draw, dance, or use music to communicate what your parts are saying or with these parts of yourself. And speaking with gentleness and compassion, just like you would a dear friend, offering words of kindness and reassurance. And if you feel comfortable and if you feel like you're ready, working with a professional can offer deeper insight and guidance in this process. Healing is not about fixing yourself, it's about becoming whole by embracing every part of who you are. Your exiled parts are not burdens. They're pieces of your story, of my story that deserve to be heard and loved. When you extend compassion to these parts, you and I reclaim our full, authentic self. Thanks so much for your courage and joining me here. And so grateful for you and that we're on this path together. Take care. That wraps up another episode of IFS Meditations and Insights. If you found it helpful, please follow or subscribe and share it with others. Leave a positive review to help more people find the podcast. For more IFS Meditations and Insights, visit exploreifs.com. Thank you for being part of this community. Remember to be compassionate with yourself and others. Until our next session, take care, stay curious, and do your best to embrace all parts on your journey.